What's up, Facebook family? How you doing? Coming to you again on a Wednesday to give you a video message. And let me say this right away. I appreciate all the love that I've been getting regarding these messages, and I just want to help as many people as I can. I understand that that's my purpose on this planet, is to help as many people as I can. And if it means that I got to tell y'all all the mess that I've been through in order to give you a message of hope and a message of you can do it, because if I did it, you can do it. And I'm sure when you see my videos, when I'm speaking to students, when I'm speaking around the country, you continue to hear me say that, because understand there's nothing different about me. The only difference is I said I was going to be successful regardless. Irregardless of everything I went through, I was determined. And so that determination is in you as well. So let me start off. Let me tell you the story. So I had this student who came in my office, and she had told me the night before that she really needed to talk. She had sent me an email. So I told her, come in, and I said, come in early in the morning, and because I can tell she was real distraught. So she comes in, and she sits down, and I said, what's going on? And I could tell she had been crying all night. And I said, what's going on? And as soon as I gave her permission to start speaking by saying what's going on, this is what she did. You can tell she got into the place that made her feel the way she's feeling. And all of a sudden her eyes started welling up, and she said, well, when my boyfriend came home last night, and I yelled, stop it! And she jumped. And she said, why did you do that? And I said, my apologies. I can tell that this situation is really bothering you, so I apologize for that. Please continue and explain the story about what happened. And so she looked at me, and she said, well, and you could tell she got back into that place, and tears started rolling down again. And she said, well, when my boyfriend came home last night, and I yelled, stop it! And she jumped, and she said, what are you doing? Why did you do that, Doc? What's going on? And I said, my apologies. Once again, I apologize. I can tell, once again, this situation is you really, really are going through something. So please, please, please explain the story. I'll listen. I'm not going to disturb you again. So she tries to get back into the story. You can tell she tried to get back to that place. But this time, it was different trying to get back to that place, because she was kind of apprehensive, because she was trying to get there, but she was waiting for me to say, stop it. And so she started getting there, and then she got to that place. No tears this time, but she got to that place, and she started telling the story. She said, well, when my boyfriend came home last night, and I said, stop it! And we both just started laughing. And she said, why do you keep doing that, Doc? And I said, look, I can't explain it right now. I said, we took a lot of time by me messing with you while you trying to tell this story. But when you get finished with your next class, because I got a student coming in. So when you get finished with your next class, give me a call and let's talk it through. And so after her class and I was done with my student, I get a phone call. And I answer the phone, and she just on the phone just laughing. And I said, what's going on? And she said, I got it. And I said, you got what? And she said, every time I try to think about what happened last night between me and that dude, he was that dude. He wasn't her boyfriend. He was that dude at this point. Every time I try to think about that dude, I just start laughing, because I think that you're going to stop my story and say, stop it. She got it. And this is what we all have to get, is that we have to change the story that we're telling ourselves. See, because we've been through a lot in our life, we continue to replay that same message that puts us in this same sad, sorry state and position that we don't enjoy being in. None of us do. We get in that state, and then we feel bad for ourselves, and we're all guilty of it, but we gotta change the story that we're telling ourselves. We can no longer continue to play that same sorry story that we've been creating about ourselves for years. That's not who we are. That might have been who we were, but we're a different person when we woke up this morning, because all of us that are viewing this message, we woke up and we have the opportunity to be the person who we would like to be. That's the reality of it. There's nothing different about Oprah, Bill Gates, and all these successful people. We all got the same amount of time. But what's different is what we spend our time focusing on. What's different is about the stories that we continue to tell ourselves. So whether it's a relationship, whether it's people, whether it's your job, tell yourself the story that you want for yourself and break up that old story by creating a different scenario of what took place. I hope this makes sense to you, and I know it does. Lastly, let me tell you this. People think that it takes a long time to change. It doesn't. Change can happen in an instant, but what takes a long time is getting to the point where you understand that it's time for you to change. Because once you get to that point, you realize that you can no longer be the person that you used to be to create the person that you need to be and you deserve to be. All right, Facebook, this was a long post. I hope you stayed with me to the end. I'll talk to you soon.